This is an incredible moment as we introduce the Judiciary Act of 2021. We are here today because the United States Supreme Court is broken. It is out of balance, and it needs to be fixed. Too many Americans view our highest court in the land as a partisan political institution, not our impartial judicial branch of government. Too many Americans have lost faith in the court as a neutral arbiter of the most important constitutional and legal questions that arise in our judicial system. And I'm disappointed to say that too many Americans question the court's legitimacy. The consequence is that the rights of all Americans, but especially people of color, women, and our immigrant communities are at risk. The concerns the American people have about the High Court are legitimate, and they are well-founded. The court is broken. And make no mistake about it, the court is broken because leader Mitch McConnell, his Senate Republican colleagues, and Donald Trump broke it. They violated historic norms governing Supreme Court appointments. They created a precedent that the Senate would not confirm a justice to the Supreme Court during a presidential year, refusing to give now Attorney General Merrick Garland a hearing and a vote. They held the seat open for months and months and then allowed Donald Trump to appoint Neil Gorsuch. They claimed that the proximity to a presidential election meant the seat had to be held open until the people, through their votes for president, could decide who should fill it. Senator McConnell even wrote that because we were, quote, in the midst of a presidential election process, we believe that the American people should seize the opportunity to weigh in on whom they trust to nominate the next person for a lifetime appointment to the Supreme Court. Yet, 4 years later, just days before the 2020 presidential election, even while Americans were casting ballots, Leader McConnell and his Republican colleagues confirmed Amy Coney Barrett to the court to fill the seat held by the late, great Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg. So much for letting the people weigh in. As a result, we have a stilted, illegitimate 6-3 conservative majority on the court that has caused this crisis of confidence in our country. The Republicans stole 2 seats on the Supreme Court, and now it is up to us to repair that damage. Our democracy is in jeopardy today because the Supreme Court's standing is sorely damaged. And the way we repair it is straightforward. We undo the damage that the Republicans have done by restoring balance. And we do it by adding 4 seats to the court to create a 13-member Supreme Court. These 4 new seats, to be filled by President Biden, will reconstitute the United States Supreme Court. The bench will then rightly reflect the values of the majority of the American people on whose behalf they serve. Expanding the court is constitutional. Congress has done it before, and Congress must do it again. We must expand the court, and we must abolish the filibuster to do it. The words etched above the main entrance of the Supreme Court building behind us express the ultimate responsibility of the court: equal justice under the law. But how will there be equal justice when seats on the court have been stolen? How will there be equal justice when Republicans have purposefully warped and weaponized the highest court of the land for their own partisan gain? Republicans seem to think that equal justice means justice for their purposes, their values, their causes. That is not equal justice. That is not the sacred duty of the Supreme Court. Expanding the Supreme Court rights the wrongs the Republicans have done to this great court. Expanding the Supreme Court is equal justice and will ensure equal justice is dispensed to all Americans. So now let me turn and recognize the great chairman of the House Judiciary Committee,